Hello everyone. Today I will review and give you some insights regarding the launch TPMS gun and see how it's handling launch sensor, a Ford OEM sensor and a Bosch universal sensor. The main menu of the launch, everyone know. We will go to TPMS. We'll select, it's connecting to my gun. I will choose Europe. And first thing we have here in menu, we have a detection sensor. Okay, let's try to go to detection sensor. It's telling us to keep the sensor close to the device. Okay, these two I will move here and I will hit detect. It's taking a little bit. Okay, taking quite some time. No sensor detected. Maybe I put it wrong. Okay, first my mistake. So as you can see, we have a chip ID, the battery voltage, the version, the serial number it's missing because it's not programmed to any brand or serial number. It's a blank sensor. This was with the launch sensor. If we try to detect another type of sensor, an OEM sensor, I don't think it's detecting it. So no information. Going back, let's detect again the OEM sensor. Sorry, my microphone. I know for sure the OEM sensor it not will be detected. This detection function works only with launch sensor. As you can see, no sensor detected. So the OEM no detection. If I grab the Bosch sensor, I will put it here and hit on detect. It's working. It's making a very low beep sound when it's trying to read. Okay. but it will not be detected. So no sensor. So keep in mind, if you want to detect the sensors, the detection sensor works only with the launch sensor. I know it's OEM Ford sensor. For example, if we go to Ford, I know it's working on general force, but I will select Kuga. What is very interesting at launch, it's easy. For example, if we select 2014, 2019, here on the top, it's telling us what type of sensor or the part number of the sensor it's fitting on these years. If we check this sensor, it will not fit. This one, it's 1A180CE. Let's try to... Okay. Here is the programming, here is the active mode. Okay, let's activate the sensor. So as you can see, I'm not able to activate because I selected 2014, 2019, and it's activating only these 3 models. So normally you cannot make mistakes. When you select 2014, 2019, the sensor needs to be in that specific number. Otherwise, the launch, it will not detect it. So if I go to 2020, 2023, and I will put the OEM sensor, I will be able to read it. As you can see, we have data here, and we have also on the device. If I switch the tire and I try to read a Bosch, a non-programmed sensor, let's see what happened. I will move this far away and I will click OK. It will be an error because it cannot activate this sensor. Then let's see if I want to program it, if I'm able to program it. Normally when it's taking so long, it will not work. As you can see, it's failed. I have one sensor read. I will try to program it. So I had the programming. I click on auto. I will create this sensor ID and hit programming. Normally it's testing the sensor and afterwards it should be programmed. But launch, it will not program. So it's also telling us no sensor detected. Please ensure that the sensor is being programmed is launch sensor. If it's not a launch sensor, you will not be able to program. If I grab the launch sensor and I will hit on auto and want to create the program of this sensor, which is the launch sensor, as you can see, it's programming the sensor. And now afterwards I'm able to read it or reprogramming to another part number if I need. Okay, so I have programming success. Let me read it on another position. It's telling me repeat because I cloned this ID. If I go back, no. I will delete my previous data and I will read it. It's here. Okay, now we can read the launch sensor. If we go here, it will tell us duplicate. But no, it's not duplicate. I was expecting to be duplicate. So we have two working sensors. If I go back and select an older year, and I will try to read the launch sensor, it's failing. But now, if I want, I can create an ID and program to this year. The sensor is tested, now it's programming. The main idea overall, we can play with launch TPMS gun with launch sensor and with OEM sensors to activate them or program into the module. Now we can read it. It's here. If I try to read other sensor from newer year on this model, it will not work again. It's keep seeing my old sensor. That's why, repeat, I need to move further. So fail. If I want to program the Bosch sensor, I will need to use a different tool. So for that, I will use my ATEQ device. I will go like this, program sensor. I will have sensor selection. I will select Bosch Quick Fit. I will go to Ford. I will select Kuga 2. And let's create a new sensor. So I'm uploading the data. As you can see, successfully created the ID. And now let's try to read it. Now I'm able to read the Bosch sensor if I programmed with another tool. But with launch, I was not able to do it. So if I go back and select the newer year, and I will try to read it, it's reading. So this is a Bosch sensor programmed with all Ford part numbers. If we want to create a new ID, I will just hit on start. As you can see, it's EB9. And now I will read as new ID the one which was generated here. Normally, if you work a lot with TPMS sensors, I will not recommend this launch gun. Of course, an ATEQ device is very expensive, but as you can see, when you want to program sensors, you have a lot of sensors, a lot of brands. Let's go again and see the detection sensor, how it will tell us it's looking. So it's detecting. Keep detecting. I love the detection process, always taking too long. I think I will need to try again. Even own sensor detecting seems to be bad. It's the launch sensor. Please detect it. Okay, still no detection. I'm start to loving it. No. Now we should only wait. Okay, no sensor. Exit, go back. Okay. Detecting. No. My friend. You should detect your own sensor. Okay, now it doesn't want to detect the launch sensor. For some reason. I will turn on the second device. I will try to read it. For the sensor, have the triggering, I'm able to read it very fast. Now I'm not able to detect it. Maybe I damaged the sensor when I wanted to program. Who knows? But normally I don't expect to fail so easy. Okay. I will open again. Restart the gun. Connecting again. Europe. Okay. Up to 15 centimeters. I'm very close. I don't have any other sensor so close. I hear a strange noise. Okay, no information. Definitely it will not work. I will try to reprogram to another brand, see how it will work. Maybe it doesn't like the Ford brand. Okay, no sensor. I will go to UD A8 programming. I will try to read. It's trying to activate the sensor. Definitely it will not read. And then I will program it. It will fail. Now let's create the programming. So I set it to Hoofberu 5Q 097275. Now I should be able to read, and I will try to detect one more time. If not, the detection function doesn't work properly. Maybe it's working only when the sensor is blank, and you can detect if it's really a launch sensor fitted on the tire. But I expect to can detect also after I programmed for a specific brand, at least to tell me what part number it is. But it's launch. So as you can see, now we have data. Now we can, it was read by default. No, not single working. Go back, sensor. It was here, I programmed, I did not touch it. It have been detected. as a working sensor now. Launch sensor information, see what will return. Calculating based on the time it's working right now, it will not show any data. But anyway, if you like the video, please don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. And if you want to get a review regarding this ATEQ device, this is ATEQ VT47. It's an old device, but it's very powerful. But let me know if you want to review it. Anyway, as you can see, it returned no information. I know this is an Audi sensor right now, but later I will reset it to what I will need. And keep in mind, you will never be able to program any other sensor than the launch with the launch device. Maybe to activate and program to the computer of the car if it's the right part number for that car. Otherwise, no, you cannot do it. Thank you. Bye bye.